What Kremlin officials framed as a humanitarian gesture ahead of Russia's Victory Day parade, Kyiv dismissed as yet another battlefield ruse. President Volodymyr Zelensky, on April 28th, rejected Russian President Vladimir Putin's proposal for a 72-hour ceasefire, denouncing it as a shallow attempt to manipulate the international narrative under the guise of commemorating the Soviet Union's triumph in World War II.
Now again, another attempt at manipulation. For some reason, everyone has to wait for the 8th of May and only then stop the fire, to ensure Putin's silence during the parade. We value the lives of people, not the parade. That is why we believe that there is no reason to wait for the 8th of May, and the fire should be stopped for a few days. To then kill again. Immediate, full, and unconditional ceasefire, at least for 30 days. We believe that the ceasefire should be guaranteed and reliable. This is what can give the basis for real diplomacy. We confirm our proposal.
The Kremlin's truce proposal, announced earlier on April 28th, would suspend hostilities from the start of May 8th to the end of May 10th, coinciding with Moscow's elaborate Victory Day celebrations, marking 80 years since the defeat of Nazi Germany. Russia urged Ukraine to reciprocate and warned that any violations would prompt an adequate and effective military response. Kyiv's response was immediate and uncompromising. Zelensky underscored that Ukraine values human lives over military pageantry, rejecting any truce tied to Russia's domestic spectacle. Ukraine's Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha reinforced the position on X, writing, "If Russia truly wants peace, it must cease fire immediately. Why wait until May 8th? If the fire can be ceased now and since any date for 30 days, so it is real, not just for a parade. Ukraine is ready to support a lasting, durable, and full ceasefire. And this is what we are constantly proposing for at least 30 days." Behind the Kremlin's carefully timed announcement, Ukraine sees a broader strategy to manipulate the war's narrative as US-led peace discussions gain traction. Kyiv insists any credible ceasefire must start without delay and be durable enough to create space for genuine diplomacy, not ceremonial posturing. The countdown to May 8th might be ticking in Moscow, but on the front lines and in Kyiv, there is no pause for parades, only the relentless call for a ceasefire that preserves lives, not political legacies.